Hi, I don't know if you ever get really excited about the idea of cooking a whole bunch of stuff. One of the things that I realized once I got my Thermi is when I turned the oven on, I didn't want to just put one thing in it. I wanted to then make something else to go with it, something else to go with it, and the possibilities were endless, and I just wanted to keep on cooking because the actual preparation part is really so simple with your Thermomix. So today I've taken the day off work, my baby's being looked after, and I have got the day to myself in the kitchen. It's very exciting. Last night I made a big shopping list. I was up early and went to the Vic markets to get all of my supplies, and here we are. So the crackers I've made a couple of times, and I think what's really interesting is you can play around with the flavors that you put into the crackers depending if you like dried fruits or ginger's really beautiful, some glacé dried ginger, and then different types of nuts and seeds. The one I'm making today uses figs and walnuts and olives with some dates in there for some sweetness. So you want to kind of balance the sweet and savory flavors or salty flavors. And remember, it goes with cheese. So just when you're thinking about what you're going to put into your crackers, think about what's going to go on top of your crackers and what goes well together. Let's run through the ingredients for our fig and walnut crackers. 160 grams of dried figs. They can be the wild figs or normal figs, whatever you've got on hand is fine. 80 grams of walnuts, 80 grams of olives. I use a black Kalamata, obviously de-pipped olive. 200 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 5 medjool dates, so that's going to be anywhere from 50 to kind of 70 grams depending on the size of the dates. Make sure you take the pips out of them, so as you can see there. We've also going to use a little bit of olive oil, probably about 50 grams. What I've done here is added the 160 grams of figs and the 5 medjool dates into the Thermomix and chopped those up 10 seconds, speed 5.5. Now you just want to add the rest of your dried ingredients. So flour, walnuts, bicarb soda, salt, olive oil, some water, and you're set. We're just going to combine those ingredients for 2 seconds, speed 5. We actually want the walnuts to be chopped up a little bit for our dough. See that the mix is a really good consistency. How easy is this in your Thermomix? Eh? And then the last step of the dough is to add in your olives, and we're going to combine that on the dough function. I use the dough function all the time. It's a really good, especially for mince and softening meat. So dough function, we're going to set the timer for 3 minutes. This is what our dough looks like after 3 minutes of kneading. As you can see, all the components are very finely chopped, and it's a nice smooth wet dough. So we've taken our dough out of the fridge that's been resting for 1 hour. It smells amazing. It really is very beautiful. So what we're going to do is just divide this into 3 pieces. And we're going to put one of our pieces of the dough here. And I've got another piece of baking paper. Put a piece of baking paper on top of your dough. It makes this process heaps easier. And then just roll it out and keep adjusting until your dough fits your pan. 7 to 8 minutes on speed 200, temperature 200, sorry. But my oven's really hit and miss. So just, I think, go by smell. When you can smell them, check them, and then pull them out when they're looking near done. So a tip from Alyce Alexandra is that you cut the crackers up and then put them back on a tray together and put them in the oven that's cooling, and apparently this makes them really crunchy. Thanks for watching. 3 Man Mixes have heaps of other videos. Don't forget to check us out. Have a look on Facebook and Instagram too.